Bob Bowles has been a member of the GG's women's hockey program since 2004, marking 20 years with the team this season. Just this, there's a hand. His involvement with the program began as a fitness testing and conditioning volunteer until he took over the duties of equipment manager in 2006. Bob has traveled with the team consistently since then, rarely missing a game or practice. Bob was a member of the 3 conference silver medal winning teams and 3 national championship tournament appearances. Bowes, who graduated from University of Ottawa in 1977 with a master's in science in human kinetics, is being recognized tonight as a builder for his long-time commitment, as well as his hardworking and motivating character. For 20 years, he has been a supportive, positive influence on the GG's women's hockey team's atmosphere. Please welcome Bob Bowes to the Hockey Hall of Fame.
Well, I'm almost speechless. But I would, first of all, I've had a bad cold all week, believe it or not, and I just hope that my voice holds up. Anyway, I'd like to start off first of all by congratulating Shelley and Kim. Shelley, the values that you brought to the program as a coach were outstanding. Kim, I still remember you streaking up the ice, and you know, in the blink of an eye, the puck was in the net, so it was terrific. I was sitting at my cottage in my favorite Adirondack chair, and I get a call from Ashley Burrell, and she told me this news. Well, I immediately fell out of my chair, but it was just so humbling to be nominated for this Hall of Fame. So I thank Ashley, Jen Elliott, who I had a chance to sit down and talk and share a few personal things about my life. And obviously behind those 2 wonderful people are a team that helped put this all together. So thanks to the organizers as well. And lastly, I'd just like to thank the sports services people for I guess they have to sign off on all this, so so anyway, it's with great gratitude that I'm standing up here. On me demande souvent comment j'ai commencé avec les GGs. Il y a plus de 20 ans, par un après-midi froid et ensoleillé de février, je suis allé me promener et j'ai fini par arriver à l'aréna de Sandy Hill. Le Minto Sportsplex, ici, actuel, était en construction. Un match de hockey était en cours entre les Concordia Stingers et les GGs. Sorry, Les, I had to get that in there. J'ai été impressionné par le calibre du jeu et ce jour-là restera gravé dans mon mémoire pour longtemps. When this building was finished, I lived just around the corner, and to get to work, I would walk through the building here with my skates. And of course, the GGs were practicing, and I would stop for a minute, watch the girls practice, and then be on my way up the hill, put my skates on, skate 1.2 kilometers to City Hall, and I did that for weeks and years and years and years. What a great way to start your day, you know, on the canal. And let's hope that it keeps on going. I finally worked up the nerve to approach Shelley. And I thought, Shelley, I have some expertise that I could possibly share with this team. And as you mentioned, I did a little bit of fitness testing. And I thought, well, maybe that would be my in. So I approached Shelley and I told her, listen, I actually helped a couple of professors at the University of Ottawa. And they did some fitness testing with actually with two NHL teams, the Washington Capitals and the Montreal Canadiens. So anyway, armed with that expertise, I sort of said to Shelley, let's give this a whirl. And we sort of started quite the basics, and then we just sort of moved along. And now, of course, I can't shine a candle to what Blake Hadd is doing with the women's hockey team, with all the techno gadgets that he has and his staff has. So anyway, there's that. And then something really quite marvelous happened. I bumped into a fellow by the name of Todd Jackson, and he's right over there. Todd was the equipment manager for the GGs, and he was also a senior executive with Hockey Canada. And at that time, Hockey Canada had their offices on this level, but at that corner of the building. And Todd came up to me and said, Bob, you know, I could really do with some help. So I said, how can I help? And he said, come with me, I'll introduce you to a skate sharpener. And it was with Todd's expertise that I sort of got the skills necessary to be an equipment manager. And I would like to say, somebody mentioned that Todd, in his capacity with Hockey Canada, was the equipment manager for Team Canada when they went to Nagano for the 1988 Olympics? 94. Oh, 98, pardon me. So anyway, Todd has a wealth of experience, and I owe him a big debt of gratitude. The one thing that Todd said to me was, pay attention to detail. Do you remember that? So what I've tried to do in the dressing room, when I sharpen skates, with the other things I do, I always remember that little thing. Just do a little extra, and it will pay off. And it has paid off, Todd. So this rink is really my second home. I come in here quite often from August to March, and I was thinking of asking the administration if they could just put a little mailbox outside the dressing room. That'd be appreciated. But anyway, when I come through here, I meet a lot of great people, and I really call them friends. I'm not necessarily going to name names, but here is the list of people that I meet almost every day. Head coaches, assistant coaches, conditioning coaches, goalie coaches, mental performance coaches, athletic therapists, student therapists, and I'm just going to take a pause. Over my years, the therapy department assigns 2 student therapists to our team. And over the years, I have just had an incredible relationship with mostly young women who are in their 3rd or 4th year of human kinetics. And they do a great job. You know, when our girls get banged up, they're the first ones to put the ice on and massage the muscles and all that sorts of things. So a special thank you to them. There are physios, physicians, the facility staff that I see. Yves Goyette. I saw Yves just downstairs. He couldn't stay tonight, but Yves was a guy that I could call upon when I got sick. And mind you, it's not very often, but Yves would just jump right in there. And he also jumped right in there when Gail and I and her sister and sister-in-law, or husband, we went to Montreal to watch a game, a Senators game against the Habs. Anyway, after the game, went back to the hotel, woke up the next morning, no car. So our car was stolen, and what an awful experience, let me tell you. But anyway, got on the blower, and Yves stepped right in, and we hastily got a rental car, and I think I was back for almost time for the puck drop. But to continue my list, Zamboni drivers, promotional staff, game officials, people in the pro shop. All these people are just marvelous, and I'm so happy to see them almost every day. I've had many joys in my life. Marrying my wife, Gail, for 49 years. So to the members of the team, make sure that next August 30th, I remember that it will be my 50th. Should it slip my mind. I don't think it will. But we raised 2 wonderful daughters, and now we are watching 4 grandchildren grow and thrive. The Gigi's of this season have already met my 2 from Toronto, Wes and Sophie, and they've had the honor of actually announcing the starting lineup in the dressing room. Talk about being a proud grandparent. Unbelievable. Also, spending time with family and friends is a joy. But working with the Gigi's is really a supreme joy for me. And I keep coming back because I'm so rewarded with what I do and the thanks that I get and everything. I sat down with pen and paper and I thought, how can I best describe the Gigi's? What adjectives can I use? And I came up with quite a long list, but I sort of condensed it down, and here it is. Hardworking. You don't believe me? Come to one of our practices. Competitive. Oh no. Super, ultra competitive. Come to one of our games. I think you did. And did you have a good time? All right. This is the fun-loving group. I mean, we just have a lot of fun on the ice, off the ice, and particularly when we go on road trips. And I guess I have to check with Allie if I can invite all of you on a road trip with us. We might have to get one of these long buses. And I'll just say 2 words about fun-loving. Rookie idol. The girls know all about that, and I'll just say that. And this is a very respectful group. When I talked to the team earlier this year, I talked about respect. And this is a team that shows respect to their teammates, the coaches and staff, officials on the ice, and to the opposition that they play. So that's very important for me. And also, I'd just like to say, this is a team that really dresses up really well on game day and for special occasions. So I just thought I would try to do the same for them. Gail, I'd like to thank you for all your support. You are the unofficial team seamstress. And I'm pleased to announce that I have no neck guards for sewing today. But thank you very much for all you do. You sort of work in the background, and I certainly appreciate it, as do the team. I want to just end on a sort of a very short, hopefully funny note. Years ago, in the preseason, we went to Moncton, and we played a couple of exhibition games against the Atlantic Conference's teams. And after one of the games, the coaches decided, hey, it would be great because we're so close to the ocean that we go for a little boat ride. So we go to a little town, little fishing village outside of Shediac, and we hop on board this fishing boat. And it's just wonderful, except there was so much fog, you could not see anything. So the captain of the fishing boat has his windshield wipers going full speed, and every member of the team, including myself, we had a squeegee, which we just passed along, and our job was to work on the inside of the windshield so our captain wouldn't run aground. But anyway, we did a loop. I think we did a loop of the harbor. We didn't go any farther than that. I asked her, did you see anything? Didn't see a thing. Anyway, we end up back on the shore, and we go to the community center where we had the best dinner ever. It was a surf and turf. It was lobster and steak, and I think everybody really enjoyed it. While the meal was just getting ready to begin, I noticed a little commotion at the front of the community center, and sure enough, there was a young lady about to get married, a bride. Her name was Samantha. I will never forget her name. And she had a little boy. She had a son, maybe 5 or 6. So I get her attention. I said, come on over here. So she comes over. I don't know why she did that, but anyway, I put my arm around Samantha, and I said, Samantha, I'd like you to meet the Gigis. And of course, the girls all stand up, give her a big round of applause. Well, basically, you had to be there to appreciate what But it was a fun thing. I didn't think we were going to crash the wedding or anything like that, but it was certainly nice to see her on a lady I'd never seen before, but on her big day, and we sort of sent her on her way. So that's it for my comments. I am a big fan of the young people that come to our games. So after Shelley has spoken to you, for the kids that are here, I'm going to leave this little fan club, and I'd like you to come up, draw me a picture, print your name, or anything you want, and I'm going to bring it home and put it in a very special place. For the kids that are here, these are big kids. I think I'm looking at the kids right here. I'm just going to leave this down here, and we'll wait until Shelley has spoken, and if you would do me the honor, I'd really appreciate it. Okay? Thank you very much.